What's up, guys? This is your Sea Dog, and you're watching Miller Time Motorsports, where dirt meets rubber. And I guess today, I just got back from heading home from town right now. Had a transfer title over in the new blue truck, race car hauler. And while I was there, decided to go ahead and go to the hardware store and buy some stuff so we can work on the car a little bit. So I think today we are just going to get the fenders lined up, get the nose piece on, get the bumper on, and I have a couple plans for that. And then I think we might go ahead and crack into the 406 out of the black car, see what internals it actually has. We'll see. Supposedly it's pretty well built, and it's I don't know what to believe. So we're gonna pull the oil pan off and look into it, and we're just gonna see what we can do today. So we're gonna get to the garage, just pulled in, and we'll get to work. So we'll see you in the garage. All right, rocking the garage. Old wrist switcher is gonna actually help me today. And look over here, race car's pulled out, and that is because we sold the red car, my original car that I started making YouTube videos on, and that was kind of sad. It's gone. And also sold the parts car, or the frame of the parts car. It's gone. Sold it to a chassis builder. Forgot his name, but he's pretty legit. Up here, if you guys ever heard of him. But anyway, we're in the garage now. We're gonna get her done. All right, guys. Got some chicken wire here. Before we put the nose piece on, we're gonna go ahead and put this on. Not really sure if it's, absolutely necessary, but this is the thinnest chicken wire I can find at the hardware store, so I'm just gonna throw on because I don't see how it's gonna hurt anything. I've seen guys run out on the track they lose a nose piece or half a nose piece or something. And then it's just going to be the radiator. So I'm going to at least put something down because I don't see how it's going to hurt anything. So we're going to cut this to size. We're going to zip tie it on there. And then we'll show you what we got going for how we're going to get the nose on there. So, yep, we'll see you once we get it on. All right, guys, chicken wire's on. That's a professional install right there. And then I know it's not covering the whole radiator, but whatever. That's gonna work. But for the plan for the fenders here, really didn't want to patch it with sheet metal and extend it out. I thought about it, and I just really didn't want to. And actually, someone left a comment about that. They mentioned doing that. I thought of it. I really didn't want to do it because I thought it was kind of trashy. But anyway, things came down to I don't have any money. I'm absolutely broke right now. So we're just going to throw this old piece of junk on. This is the better nose piece I have, except it's broke right here. But I guess it really don't matter once we put this on. I got these fenders. They're not legal. I can't use these fenders because they're not stock. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right here, and we're going to extend it out. I'm going to cut 16 inches off both sides and see where that puts me. So I marked it, and now I want to take the grinder. All right, guys, so I got it cut down to size. I cut the lip off it up here so I could tuck it into there. So we're gonna run it on the inside like that and rivet it in. And yeah, we're just gonna fine tune it. I'm gonna do the same thing the other side, and then we're gonna figure it out, and I'll let you know what we end up doing. All right, guys, another predicament here. I think I got the bumper where I'm going to put it. I cut them up. I just gotta fit them how I want them. But I was thinking that air filter is too big for put the hood on, and I got to messing with it. I was like, why? The whole motor is way too high. I put that on to see where it's at with the fenders, and there is just absolutely no clearance. That retard. Just a second. Anyway, now the retard's out of the way. This is just not gonna work. I'm trying to fit. I could lose the carb spacer, but I really don't want to, and I still don't think that'd give me enough clearance. So I was thinking about it, and yeah, the fronts are really low compared to, if you look how high those are, the studs over there, and then these are just like super low. So I'm gonna figure something out with that. Dry race, you can't have a hole in your hood, which is retarded, but not allowed. So I don't know if I can get away with a cow hood or what. All right, guys, got me a beer. I'm gonna settle down a little bit. I don't think it's gonna be as big of a deal as I think. I took that stud out, and I'm gonna readjust them and kind of see where I can get, and we'll just move the nose piece up to count for it maybe, and we'll see. We're gonna figure it out. I'll put the phone down till I figure something out, and I'll show you what we end up doing. I broke those mother effers off. I was just about tired of those. I just didn't understand them, and they're just absolutely getting in the way. They didn't make any sense. They're gone. I'll redo those later. So let's see. All right, no more complaining. Got it figured out. What I'm gonna do is first off, that's a 4-inch air cleaner in there. I'm gonna buy a 3-inch. I think that'll make it perfect. It's on there pretty decently. The fenders are gonna go out, and my plan is it's gonna be up there. And this is not how it was. It was like this, and there's just not enough threads. It needs to be higher. That one's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this, and this nut that's on here, I'm going to, I think this is the best thing to do. I'm gonna weld it right there. And then we can screw in and out, and I can figure out where I want it. If I have to, I could actually weld the stud later. But I think I'm gonna weld this nut on, and then we'll see where that takes us. All right, guys, got the old car moved back a little bit, get to the welder, and check it out. To the old boy that said I shouldn't be welding around my seat belts, look, I got safe. I put this around my fuel line, so I think I'm good now. So I'm gonna get that welded on there, and like I said before, you guys probably don't like the way I do things, but I'm not telling you this is how to do things. This is how I'm doing it. So I'm gonna weld that on there so we can move her up, and we're gonna figure it out. Well, it's on there. Hopefully the threads will hold on good enough. I weld the crap out of it, so I think we're good. If it's gonna work though, I'm gonna just thread it down on there, and that'll space it out. Well, long story short, I finally got the hood where I want it. Ain't pretty, but it's sitting where I want it to be sitting. I'd like to have that one, that stud go down a little farther down, but I need a tap and die kit to be able to do that. So I changed my mind again. It ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna sheet metal this, and then see what's happening here is that where the hood's placed, look at that gap right there. I mean, it's way back here, and the sheet metal's gonna be way out here, and the nose piece is gonna be way out there, and it's just gonna look like absolute dog crap when I'm done with it. So I am done. I'm getting rid of this bumper, and I'm buying a new one 100%. I'm not changing my mind. That's what's happening. I'm getting a slimmer one. I'm gonna find a bumper that I've seen them, that all this crap isn't right here. You can slide it all the way back to like here. That's what I'm gonna do. So no more of that. Freaking tired of it, and we're gonna work on something else. Guys, it's the next day, and went to town again, and got some parts. So we got some square tubing to make brackets for the fenders. We got new air filter. I don't know if I really want it. It's a cheapie, but it's small, at least to mock it up. And I got wiring for the tack, some paint. So I think we're good to go. I'm gonna go get me some lunch, and then we're gonna work on the motor. Oh, we got an oil pan gasket, so we can crack into 406. I'm gonna go get me some grub, and I'll be at the house. All right, guys, I'm not sure how well you can hear me, but I got some of this square tubing. I'm gonna try to make brackets to hold the fenders on with. Got some of that, and got this cheapy Edelbrock air cleaner. It's only 2-inch, and then I got a connector for the tack. Well, I got that air cleaner on there, and the stud's got to come out. I don't think I have another stud to put on it. So in case you're wondering what color this car is, it is not meadow green, and it definitely isn't spring green. As you can see, that's the spring green, that's meadow green. That one's closer, but yeah, it's something. It's supposed to be lime green. I just gotta find the right paint, so we'll see. All right, guys, so I cut the stud on the top of the carburetor, got it small enough, and put it on, and got the hood on, and I like it, and I think it's gonna work. It finally sits about where I want it. You can see in there, I don't know how, yeah, I think it's gonna work. I don't really like how it just sits on top there, but my last car was the same way. So I'd like to get if I have to, I wanna get a cow hood if I can get away with it, but we're gonna make that work for now. I like it. So that means let's crack into this bad boy and see what's going on here. All right, first things first is we got to make these look like that. I finally got some good bolts, so we're gonna put the good bolts in here one at a time, and then we're gonna bring her out, drain the oil out of it, drain the coolant. I don't know if there's coolant or not, and then we're gonna tip her over and crack in the oil pan. Oh, who put that on? Oh yeah, it was me. Oh, why did I put that so tight? Woo! That didn't work. I forgot this is the Brad Penn stuff, so it comes out green anyway, so it's actually not bad. It's just dark anyway, so. All right, guys, well, I was letting the oil drain out. Decided what I'm doing with the 8 pillars. So took a piece of aluminum off of the old body, and that's just what it's gonna be. It was already bent, so I was like, that's perfect. So I just cut it up to size, and that's gonna be the, well, that's gonna be the new 8 pillars. I'm sure a whole lot of you are gonna probably not like that, but that's why I'm doing it. So putting on there, and won't have to worry about it anymore. And I'll paint her. There is the finished product. I don't think it's too bad. Looks decent to me. I'll bend her a little bit and whatnot, but yeah, paint her green, she'll fly. For some stupid reason, I forgot this. Started flipping over and forgot to drain the coolant out, so I'm gonna do that. It's probably semi-important, so I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we'll tip her over. Now shit the bed. Ooh, why is it that dark? Ooh. Okay, never mind. All right, guys, this is kind of the moment of truth here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the oil pan off, and we'll see if it's actually, you know, built or not. I should have thought that through. Maybe I can get it with one hand. Hold on. All right, got my screwdriver. There she goes. It's off of there. Let's see what we're working with. Look at that. A completely forged bottom end is what it looks like to me. I think the crank is forged, but that doesn't look stock. The connecting rods, those are forged rods. I'm not exactly sure what they are. I will have to read the part number out and figure out what they are. And pistons, I'm gonna figure out what those are. I'm gonna see exactly what pistons it's got. I'm gonna crank it over a little bit. And what is that? Anyway, and something I just noticed when I was just now looking at it. See where they balanced the crank right here? They made it too thin right there in between the two of them, and it broke right there. I don't know if that's a huge deal or not. That kind of worries me with cracking or something, if it's going to try to crack from there. I don't know. I'm kind of worried about it. It's like that's a flake off that you can pull that off if you wanted to, I think. So kind of nervous about that, but yeah, I'm gonna look into this more, do some part numbers, research on all these parts, and we'll see. All right, guys, I think that's about it. Anyway, I'm pretty pumped up. It's completely forged. The whole bottom is forged. Crankshaft, I think. I don't know on the crankshaft how to tell whether it's... And I looked up the part. There's a part number on it right there. And I could not tell what it actually was. I couldn't find an actual solid thing. But it's got very high-end rods and pistons, so I'm excited about that. I've seen that it's got SRP bolts, and yeah, and something else that kind of, they Sharpied on it right here whenever they're balancing it or something. And that Sharpie's still there. I don't know if that would be normal or not for that Sharpie to still be there, but it's there. That makes me wonder if like it really is kind of low on hours. The plan is eventually, I'm going to say that this motor is going to end up in that car pretty soon, actually. Well, not, I wouldn't call it soon. I'm going to run this motor. I could run it all season for all I know. I don't know. But I'm going to run it until I kind of get my feet in the water and feel good about how I'm running and everything, and then we're going to put a bigger motor in it. I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and say this one is probably a little more built than that one. But yeah, I also don't know much about that. The guy that bought this paid $2,000 for that motor. That's all he said about it. So I like to put this one in it. So yeah, anyway, guys, still not getting a whole lot done. We're kind of working here and there. I don't get a lot of, I've been trying to make videos every time I have a day off, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep going. We get a bumper, decide what we're gonna do with that. We'll get the fenders all set and everything. I don't know. So anyway, guys, I think that's about it. We're gonna spend 2 days. Didn't get a whole lot done, but kind of take it around as always, and I'm gonna go ahead and post it and see what else we can do in the next couple days. I have the weekend off, so probably work this weekend a little bit out here. Not sure what I'm going to do. I need to reseal this here motor, and we'll get that put away, and yeah, we'll get going hard on the car again. Hopefully, I'm trying to get off these orders. I'm on National Guard orders right now. I'm working at a nursing home, and so it's been kind of weird. So hopefully I can get off, and surely I'll be off by race season. So yeah, we're going to keep making videos. I want to say thanks to all of our new followers. We got a lot over the last couple weeks. My last couple videos, a lot of people came watch it. But anyway, yeah, if you're watching this one, thanks for watching. Give a like and a comment. I'll try to reply as many comments as I can. And yeah, subscribe. It's pretty sick. We're up to like almost 400 now. The other day we were at 200, and now we're all the way up to 400. So pretty sick. So yeah, I think it's about it. Casey's been actually posting about the dirt bike. Those of you who don't know, if you're watching for the race car, the dirt bike videos are my brother. We are doing the channel together. So he's all about the dirt bikes and about the race cars. So, yep, we'll see you on the next one.